Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's LCTV sports telecast of Littleton High School football. I'm Mike Fontanelle alongside Pat Frederickson with Mark Corey perched above our heads on the press box. We are on the road in Maynard, the Battle of the Tigers. Pat, big game tonight. Maynard comes in at 6-0 and Littleton at 5-1.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the season, Mike, right? This is everything that we talked about early in the season after the West Boylston game and looking for a big game to play. And now, like you said, this has huge implications on the playoffs. And I think you're probably looking at one of the two teams that might end up in at Gillette Stadium at the end of the year.
Yeah, right now Maynard is the number one seed in the playoffs, and there's two weeks left to go to finish that out. Even with a loss, I think the Tigers will qualify, but if they win, they'll probably be the number one seed and get home field advantage. So a lot on the line tonight, and a great rivalry year by year. So here we go with the kickoff. Maynard kicking to Littleton to start the game. It'll be fielded on about the 12-yard line. Oh, he's got a running start. Oh, Leo Gibbons with a nice return right up the gut all the way out over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So about a 30-yard return there for Gibbons. Yeah,
good to see Leo out there. We've seen him come along this season. He didn't get a lot of playing time. Wasn't really returning kicks at the beginning of the year, but every time he touches the ball, he makes something happen, and I think they just can't keep him off the field.
First and 10 with the ball on the Littleton 42-yard line. They'll come out in the spread. Three receivers out to the left. Braden Lynn at quarterback.
I like Littleton having the ball here first. The Maynard offense is high-powered, so getting a chance to get on the field.
Oh, actually, they're going to switch and go double wing. So
getting on the board early would be good.
They'll pitch it to Braden Lynn. He'll go up off tackle. Go right through the pile for about a 6-yard gain.
Mike, we talked about this last week. If you keep calling him Braden,
sorry,
you're going to have a serious problem.
Sorry.
I calmed Kim down at the end of last game, but I don't think I can keep her off you again if you keep doing it.
So Austin Lynn with a 6-yard gain. It is 2nd and 4. The ball on the 48-yard line. An interesting choice here to go with the hammer right out of the gate. They'll come back the other way to Will Scott. He'll try to get to the outside, and he's going to get hit for no gain.
I think the hammer is a good choice here. You don't want to make mistakes early, get a chance to get on the board. You've having a lot of success with the hammer in the previous games. So, getting the ball and running the hammer, good choices by Mike Lynn.
But having said that, they're going to switch it up here on 3rd and 4. And they will bring Braden Lynn off the sideline.
Nice to have options.
Go to the spread look. So they're switching it up mid-series, so not even mid-series, mid-first set of downs. 2 plays out of the hammer. Now they'll try to convert here on 3rd down out of the spread. 3 receivers bunched up at the top of the screen. He's going to roll him to the right. He's going to look for the drag. Sets his feet. Throws it. Incomplete.
Yeah. The ball was there, and good defensive play there. He looked like Tommy Smith, the quarterback, playing corner there and pulling it out at the last minute.
I thought he had Will Scott on the underneath pattern. Looked like he was wide open and had enough yards for the first down if he completed it, but he tried to bite off a little bit more by going deeper downfield to his brother. But that'll go incomplete. So the Tigers looks like they're going to run a play here.
Fourth and about 4 for Littleton.
He's come to play tonight.
Ball on about the 42. Oh, they got it. They get an offside? No flag. He jumped.
He's going
down the sideline. Oh, good defense there by Maynard. Good throw by Braden Lynn. It looked like that Maynard had jumped, but maybe he didn't get quite into the neutral zone. No flag went down. So the Tigers gamble on 4th down. We'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, good go there for Littleton. Good call, not called by the ref. I don't think that he stepped off sides here. But on 3rd down, I definitely noticed that Evan Lyons looked like he had snuck behind his guy, and I think they said they saw something that they liked, which is why they didn't punt.
And now we'll see if they're putting a lot of faith in the defense here, going for it on 4th down with the ball on their side of the field. The Littleton defense will come out on their first possession here for Maynard. Maynard will go spread. They'll hand it off, trying to get to the outside edge on the right. They get the edge. Get about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Tackled out of bounds by
about 5 on the play.
Evan Lyons.
A lot of weapons, like we were talking, Mike, on the Maynard side. So Tommy Smith has got an arm on him. He's been quarterbacking for a few years now. John Ford's in the backfield. Semakula is in the backfield as well. These guys can all run the ball really well. Maynard came out with their new camouflage uniforms, which I like the uniforms, but they kind of camouflages the numbers for us.
There's a holding penalty on that play. So that'll come back, and it'll be 1st and 20 now. Maynard with an empty backfield. It's going to be a quarterback, just a straight run, gets the corner. He's upfield, makes a cut. He's going to try and cut back against Kalari. He's going to get tackled, but he's good for the first down. So a straight quarterback sweep. And he got upfield and around the corner on the edge, and he's all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So Maynard, after committing a penalty, gets it right back plus. And it'll be 1st and 10 with the ball on the Maynard, on the Littleton 26-yard line.
Hey, Mike, I noticed too here, all the defensive linemen are starting in an up position.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
1st and 10.
I think they like what Ty Price was getting away with last week, and maybe put this in.
Big splits here by Maynard. Big spread look here by the linemen and the backs. They're going to roll it again. It's a straight run again. He's going to try to go left, and he gets strung out. And going to get a couple of yards knocked out of bounds by Kalari. So good job by the Tiger defense to pursue to the sideline. Short gain that time.
Looks like Kerr Boyle got in there a little bit early, which was good. Turned him back to the outside.
Tommy Smith on the carry.
Might have been Timmy Keller.
About 2 on the play.
Yeah, 2 yards. Yeah, so you're right, Pat. This is a very interesting look by both teams. They are huge splits even for a spread look for a high school football team. The linemen have like 2-3 yards between them. They're tightening it up a little bit now. 2nd and 8. Read option. Bit of a gain there. Good effort after the contact. Pick up about another 2 or 3 yards. Unless we have a field goal kicker on the Maynard sideline. This is 4-down territory. We're going to call it 3rd and 5. Ball just short of the ball right on the 21. Need to get to the 16 for a first down.
5 for Maynard from the 21-yard line.
Quarterback's going to go kind of a draw right at the middle here. Gets stacked up, very short gain, so it's going to bring up a 4th down here on this opening offensive possession by Maynard. After the Tigers turned it over on downs, going for it on 4th down. Not able to convert.
We'll bring up a 4th and 3.
So big down here early in the first quarter, 4th and 3. Try to go over the hard count. They'll go right up the middle. It's going to be close. Let's see if I can stack them up. I don't think he got it.
Get there. Nope. Good stop.
Yeah, signaling first down for the Littleton. So both teams going for it on 4th down. Obviously Maynard, easy decision there based on the field position. But Mike Lynn's gamble pays off. He went for it with the ball in his own territory, counting on his defense to get him the ball back. And after a big first down on a run by the quarterback at Maynard, the Tiger defense tightens up and gets the ball back for their offense. It is 1st and 10 with the ball on the 18-yard line. Tigers will come out spread here. We'll bring Austin Lynn in motion. We'll give it off to Mitch Bowden. He gets up off tackle. Good gain there, about 6 or 7 yards, out over the 20 to about the 25, just short.
Saw Mitch last week break about 3 of those for 40-plus yards.
Yeah, that was against Clinton, not Maynard.
That is true. That is true.
4 on the play.
Yeah, it's a good point. Maynard's one of the few teams that looks agile enough to throw different looks at you. This should be interesting. Neither team gives up a lot of points, and they score a lot of points. It's going to be interesting to see how this one ends up.
Austin Lynn trying to get the corner. Great pursuit there. He's going to cut back. Oh, there's a big, nice spin move. He's going to get a first down. They had it bottled up, but then they kind of collided with themselves and got off balance, and Austin Lynn found a sliver of daylight, then made a spin move and advances the ball out over the 30 for a first down.
Good patience there by Austin Lynn to wait for that to overdevelop.
Oh, we got a penalty, a block below the waist. Outside, you can block below the waist when you're getting right in in the box, they call it. But once you get out towards the sideline, you can't do that. So that'll negate the first down by the Tigers. They'll walk it off the spot foul. So we'll call it 2nd and about 19. The ball back at the 12-yard line.
Big veteran focus here, Mike. Tonight there was a celebration. They brought out a lot of the veterans as a parade, and we just got buzzed by a helicopter.
12-yard line.
Rodney Dangerfield had a line for that from Caddyshack, but I can't remember it.
Here we go after the penalty. 2nd down. Fake play action. Braden Lynn rolling to his right, looking, throws underneath. Good defense again. So nice job by the Maynard defense so far. They defended 3 passes and knocked them all down. And that'll go incomplete and bring up a 3rd and very long.
Yeah, Tommy Hurst with the receiver the whole way, and he's got his hand in there. Keep my eyes on the outside receivers. I'm watching Evan Lyons. They're sticking with him pretty well too. So it's gonna have to be you're gonna have to be on your A game on both teams tonight, I think, to score.
So the Tigers in a hole here on 3rd and 19.
And this is definitely not 4-down territory.
No, ball just outside the 10-yard line. Straight drop, rolling to his right. Braden Lynn looking downfield towards the sideline. Just overslings it. And again, pretty well defended there by Maynard.
Yeah, Tommy Smith was sitting on that one. If that one had been in play, that might have been going the other way. Good job by Braden to put it out where only his guy can get it.
So after the penalty, the Tigers unable to get that yardage back and force a punt situation here. Pretty deep in their own territory. The snap will come from about the 11-yard line. Will Scott standing with his heels on the goal line. Good snap. Good high kick out towards the short of midfield, but plenty of room to field it. They'll come up the sideline. Good job there by Care Boyle to play the angle. And the refs will eventually blow the whistle. About 20 out of 22 guys in that pile. So Maynard with good field position again out over the 35-yard line of Littleton. 1st and 10 for Maynard on the Tiger 34-yard line. 5:41 here going the opening quarter. No score.
Good short field here from Maynard.
From the 34-yard line.
Quarterback draw up the middle, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Tucker to coast and Luke Elliott in there. Get about a 3-yard gain, ball to about the 30-yard line.
Job of falling forward by Tommy Smith. He got wrapped up for only about maybe was going to look like a yard, maybe less, and good job of falling forward.
So no pass attempts so far by Maynard out of this look. This time they'll try to sweep it to the edge. Oh, nice job there by the Tigers. No gain on that play, and they held the edge there very well on the back on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job of not letting the Maynard runners get outside.
Yeah, that was Care Boyle holding the edge there and allowing the linebackers to get in the gaps, and it looked like Timmy Kelleher had the tackle on that. So 3rd and 7 from the Tiger 30-yard line. And they're going to try to run again. He's going to get stacked up again. I always call it a yard loss here. A bunch of guys in on that tackle. Kelleher again.
Loss of about 1 on the play.
Along with Luke Tornell coming off the nose there in this 2-point stance. He gets all the way over to the edge. That'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and about 8. So big down here if the Tigers can get the ball back here. Be a significant stop. They haven't picked up a 1st down yet on their own. Count on their defense to get the ball back here. Nope, and we will get a timeout from Maynard here. They want to see with 4:45 to go in the 1st quarter. They want to see if they can try to convert here and keep this, try to get some momentum going. They've had good field position. They haven't been able to take advantage of it yet.
Yeah, it just looks to me like there's not going to be anything up the middle from Maynard, so they got to try to get to the edges somehow. See what they run here.
So quick 30-second timeout. Fourth and 7 for Maynard. They're going to look to throw. No, he steps up. Good containment by the Tigers. Running towards the side. He's going to throw. He's got a guy open down the field. Oh, great catch by a big receiver at the fingertips. The Tiger defensive backs bid on the quarterback, kind of running the ball, and they let some guys get behind him, and Maynard with a big conversion there.
Timmy Smith's pass complete to number 87, Tim Lawton. Touchdown.
That's Timmy Lawton. A big tight end type looking kid, but he made a graceful catch there, getting the ball out. That would get that right on his fingertips, and he had a lunge for it right at the end.
Yeah, it looked like he overthrew that ball, and Timmy Lawton did a great job of getting under that ball, getting moving. He actually got a couple of quick steps going.
Maynard's going to go for 2 here, and the quarterback will punch it in there. So the Maynard converts on a 3rd and 4th down for a big touchdown, and they get on the board with a conversion, 8-0 with 4:33 to go in the first quarter. So the Maynard able to take advantage of 2 good drives, starting position, 2 good drives, and finally punch it in there on their second drive.
We don't have the replay up here, Mike, but it looked to me, too, like there was a Maynard player open in the back of the end zone. So it looked like they kind of got behind the defense.
Yeah,
in
it was
spots.
Yeah, definitely a situation where I think when they saw the quarterback roll and he kind of looked like he was going to try to run it, and they just bit too early. There's no reason for them. They're so far downfield. There's nothing they're going to do about it if he gets upfield.
Right.
For the first 10 yards, it's on the linebackers, not the defensive backs. So they got to be a little more disciplined and just stay on those receivers. So that was a little bit of a breakdown there for sure.
Thank you, Mr. Lawton.
So we got Leo Gibbons back there with Will Scott.
So be picked up.
So Ty Price.
Yeah, Ty Price dancing. He's going to get a return out over the 40-yard line, about the 42-yard line. Nice aggressive play there. You feel the ball was kind of spinning, but he made a sure grab of it and then got upfield over the 42-yard line. So the Tigers' offense has not been able to advance the ball inside Maynard territory yet. Now they trail 8-0. And they will bring the spread package back out here for their 3rd offensive possession.
From their own 42-yard line.
First series they gave the ball up on downs, going for it on about a 4th and 4 near midfield. Second series they took a penalty and had to punt. Here they go on their 3rd possession, 1st and 10. They'll give it to, no, they're going to run it. Oh, nice decision there by Braden Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh, but good pursuit from the backside there by Maynard. It's about a 3-yard gain.
It looked like it was going to go for 10 or 12.
Yeah, good read there, though, by Braden to keep the ball and get upfield. The ball right to the 45-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Tim Lawton. Give him about 3 on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line.
This time they'll give it to Bowden. No, they're going to keep it again. He's looking to throw. He's getting pressure. He throws it towards the sideline. Good job there.
Good job getting rid of that one.
Yeah, chucked that out of bounds. Didn't take the loss. Austin Lynn was covered, so he didn't want to try to jam it in there either.
Solid fake there, too. I thought Mitch Bowden had that one.
Yeah, but no gain on that play. We'll bring up another 3rd and long here, 3rd and 7. Tigers looking to convert their first down of the game.
See if he looks for his brother here.
They're down, straight drop back, looking, got someone deep, what a rope. Oh, incomplete, well covered, look like there's a little contact there, but no flag. What a throw though, wow, across the field.
10, 20, 30, 40, 45 yards.
But all for naught as it drops incomplete, so the Tigers have yet to pick up a first down, yet to complete a pass.
Getting closer though.
Yeah, they're definitely knocking on the door. I'm not overly concerned at the moment, but
About 7 for Lowton from the 45-yard line.
that'll bring up another punting situation. Will Scott back on his 35-yard line. Another good high kick.
Oh, yeah.
Feel it on. Oh, he's going to let it bounce. Oh, good job. Get down there and cover it up. It's going to bounce towards the 10, a little short of 10, 13-yard line. So nice job by the senior multi-purpose player. Good punt there. Will give Maynard by far their worst starting field position so far tonight.
As Will dropped back there, Mike, and all the time that we've been doing football, I was thinking that I don't ever think I've seen them fake a punt.
Yeah, no, I agree. And he's a triple threat back there, right? He can throw it, he can run it, or kick it. But you're right. Probably saving it for a good opportunity.
Yeah, might have it tonight. It kind of feels like almost a must-win game, not quite, but.
So 1st and 10 for Maynard with the ball down on their 12-yard line.
Ooh, high snap, good hand.
Oh, good job there. They had a blitz on. Ty Price in there real quick.
I said it earlier, there's not going to be much in that middle. There hasn't been much in the middle for any team.
It's a 2-yard loss, so 2nd and 12 with the ball on the 10-yard line.
From the 10.
Actually, not really a blitz. It's just Ty Price going out of that 2-point stance, kind of like he shot out of a cannon.
You know, when he starts occupying people, right? Tucker DeCoste and Mitch Bowden behind them are 2 other big bodies coming through. So, gotta try something on the outside. What do we got here? Timeout?
Yeah, I think Maynard took another timeout. I think I think they really want to run the ball that spread, right? They've only thrown one pass, and that was really out of a position of desperation. I mean, it was a good ball, good catch and everything, but they're really trying to emphasize the run game. They had the one big run by the quarterback on a quarterback sweep, but other than that, they've been pretty much bottled up, right? And I think they want to try and see if they can figure this out because I think that's their bread and butter.
And if you go and you look at their statistics on the year, you look at their game results, you know, a lot of their scoring is done, you know, with big run plays, so they clearly can run the ball. Well, you get 2 good teams like this, it really does come down to execution. Right, angles matter, getting there first matters.
All right, penalties. Littleton had a first down on Austin Lynn's run, but then got brought back because of the penalty, and then they put themselves in a hole they couldn't get out of against a good team. You're not really going to get out of a hole like that often against a good team. All right, so coming out of the timeout, 2nd and 12, ball back on the Maynard 10. Going to look to throw, roll into his right. He'll chuck it towards the sideline, overthrown. Yeah, good coverage there on the underneath route. So now it is 3rd and 12. So the Tigers trailing by 8 with 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Would love to get a stop here and force a punt and probably get the ball back with good field position around midfield after a great punt by Will Scott. So big play here for the Tiger defense, our Tiger defense. They're going to crisscross. Ball's on the ground. But it's covered up by Maynard, but they won't get a chance to try to convert there. Kind of went with the inside handoff and just never got it there.
Yeah, I think they're going to be content to punt this ball away and not make a mistake, and they almost got, ironically, the exact opposite result.
Exactly, right. You're right. You're right. It was a conservative play call, right? Thinking now we'll just punt it away on the next down. And they almost shot themselves in the foot.
Chance for Will Scott to do something here. Short field.
Yeah, he's waiting for the ball on the Maynard side of the midfield stripe. Maynard punter back in his own end zone. Oh, we got a false start.
He's going to have to punt from the parking lot now.
Flag on the field. False start penalty will go against Maynard.
So now would be a shorter snap. All the way back on his end line. He's got a good snap. Get out. He'll be out over the 40-yard line. Yep. He'll be on the 37 or 38-yard line of Maynard. So the Tiger, Will Scott with a big punt on the previous series of downs, and the Tiger defense forcing a 3-and-out with no yardage gained. Actually, yardage lost by Maynard. So now the Tigers get their best starting field position here.
Yeah, if you're Maynard, I think that was probably the best result you could hope for back there. You're out at almost to the 40-yard line, standing on the back of your end zone, and you really didn't want to give Will Scott a chance to catch that and do something with it.
Tigers will go hammer here. Austin Lynn, trying to get to the outside. Almost had a chance there to break one big. He got good yardage, though. Got about a 4 or 5 yard gain, but he was one big cut from breaking it.
You remind me of one of the PJ kids in the Family Circus cartoon right there.
Yeah, where they do the walking path.
Running circles, and where's he going?
7 on the 35-yard line.
How do they mark that in the book when you go 6 and then come back 2? Do they give you an 8 or?
No, they give you a 4.
All
right, 2nd and 6. Yeah, 2nd and 6 here. Out of the hammer. They'll go up the middle to Mitch Bowden. He's going to, good job there. He got a couple yards out of that where he shouldn't have really had anything. Couldn't quite get going.
Maynard's the first team to solve the Mitch Bowden problem. We weren't seeing a lot of teams even get in contact with him until 2 or 3 yards down the field.
Right.
So they are clearly ready for the hammer and ready for Mitch Bowden. Probably open up the field for some other players.
Right, 3rd and 5, 4-down territory here. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tigers, Littleton trail 8-0 here. in a big Mid-Wachusett matchup. Going to bring Will Scott in motion, and it's a counter handoff to Austin Lynn. He's going to be close to a first
really
down.
close. Yeah.
I think he's just a little bit short. I think it's going to be 4th and 1 here.
I think they're going to have to measure this one. Yeah, they're going to bring out the chains, I would imagine. See what they say.
Now they're going to signaling that it's a less than a yard short.
4th and less than a yard.
The quarter is going to run out here, so at the end of the first quarter in a big matchup tonight, it is the Littleton Tigers trailing Maynard 8-0. And we'll be back with a huge 4th down try by Littleton after these messages from LCTV.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers starting the second quarter trailing 8-0, but facing a crucial 4th and less than a yard to go with the ball on the Maynard 28-yard line.
On the 28-yard line.
So here we go, 4th down.
They are packed in the box.
Quarterback sneak, Luke Elliott. He's going to drive forward. He'll get it.
Good
nice
job.
effort there. Doing his best Tom Brady imitation.
Kept his feet moving there and pushed through.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of had it, but he kept going, and then he definitely had it. So easy spot there by the rest. 1st and 10 with the ball right out on the 26-yard line. Littleton trying to take advantage of their best starting field position tonight.
The Tigers 26-yard line.
And they have picked up their first down of the game here.
Looks like Luke Elliott. Was that his first play? I don't remember.
Well, he's been in
Was
at
he running
quarterback
the
when they've been running the hammer. He's been playing defense. They'll go to Will Scott. Oh, nice hole up there. He's going to bounce it, get a first down. He's driving forward. So a nice run there behind the offensive line, and the offensive lineman that pulled and got up the field with him. And they would advance the ball first down inside the 15, just outside the 10, on the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for Littleton.
Good job by Luke Elliott, actually, as the lead blocker there. Turn and gave that pitch and then get right into as the lead block.
Yeah, he's very athletic. And a big kid, too. That's a lot of weapon there. They're going to go up the middle. There goes Mitch Bowden. Oh, he almost had a chance to get it going. He's going to get a gain. He's going to get short of the 5-yard line. One more big step, and he might have popped that. Get about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. The Tigers can get a first down on the 1-yard line.
Ball was carried by number 8, Mitch Bowden. Gain of about 4 on the play to bring it to 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. Best as I can tell.
They bring Austin in motion. They're going to go counter hand off to Will Scott. Running behind Mitch Bowden. He's down.
Will Scott on the carry.
Touchdown!
Here we go.
Fell forward. That was a nice play there. What they do is they bring Austin Lynn in motion, fake the pitch, and then it's a counter inside handoff with Mitch Bowden going into the hole first to open it up, and then Will Scott running behind him. And a good effort there to get his body weight going forward over the goal line.
Very hard to defend that with so many moving parts.
9:27 to go in the quarter in the first half, and the Tigers get on the board, trailing 8-6 with the try to come here. So they took advantage of the good field position after the Will Scott punt and a good 3-and-out by the defense, gave them good field position. They came out in the hammer, punched it down the field to get on the board. See if they can tie it up here. They're going to go crisscross. They're going to try and bounce to the outside. Good pursuit. No, he's not going to get it. So Maynard stops the try and holds the lead, 8-6.
Two-point conversion is no good.
But the Tigers definitely picked up someone. Littleton picked up some. Can't say the Tigers, right? Because they're both the Tigers. No, we know. It's from our point of view, our reference. So when I say Tigers, I'm talking Littleton. And but they got some momentum there, Patrick. Got to feel better now after struggling to get first downs in the first quarter. Earlier in the second quarter, they get right on the board.
Yeah, actually, the key to that offensive series, I think, was actually Will Scott's punt, right? So that got the Maynard team pinned back. And the flip side of that coming the other way was they got a short field, which I think they're very tough in a short field like that.
The defense has given up a touchdown, but is really kind of on a 4th down, a little bit of a desperation play. Maynard threw the ball, which so far it seems like they're really not truly comfortable doing that out of that look. They really want to run the ball, but they have struggled to do that a little bit. So we'll see if the defense can keep up their fine play and get the ball back, and see if the Tigers can keep rolling here and keep the momentum on their side.
I think only 2 pass attempts so far for Maynard, right?
Yep, 1 for the touchdown and 1 to win incomplete on 3rd down. On 2nd down in the previous possession. Cody Shearer, the freshman, on to kick. He'll hammer it down the middle of the field. It'll roll, get picked up on the 25. Gonna cut it back up the middle. Oh, it's coming back. Yeah, there'll be a block in the back. That's going to come down. He's going to get all the way out to the 44-yard line. Oh, now we're going to get
here we go.
We're going to get offsetting penalties here.
Why?
Yeah.
You know, the block in the back down here was totally unnecessary. He didn't, he was already gone and had cut the corner, and then this is totally unnecessary as well.
Yeah.
Neither one of the coaches is going to be happy with this.
Yeah, blocking the back by Maynard, and then we're going to have an unsportsmanlike. Oh, they're calling it dead ball, so they're actually going to keep the.
He's going to offset?
No, it's not offsetting because I think what they're going to do is they're going to walk off the block in the back,
and then walk off
the penalty by Littleton. If it was something else that happened live during the play,
right,
it would have been offsetting. But because it was a dead ball foul, they don't offset. So after all that, Maynard will take over with the ball on their 38-yard line. Oh, high snap, and the ball's all the way back. It's a race down, and Maynard's going to cover it up, but it's going to go all the way back inside the 15-yard line.
And what are they doing? That's the tight end, Lawton, back there, quarterback.
And they still missed him. That ball was way up over his head.
Now Tommy Smith comes in. I don't know. Maybe there's an equipment problem.
5 on the play.
So that's I have to do the math real quick, but we'll call it 2nd and 30.
See the Maynard coach is taking that play and ripping it up right now. You won't see that this year. I'm really not sure what happened there, Mike. But 87, the tight end was in there, a quarterback, and it looked like Tommy Smith was on the sideline.
They'll come back, quarterback draw. They'll get a few yards on that, but they got a long way to go.
Tommy Smith on the quarterback keep.
I will say it was a heck of a snap that traveled.
That's about third and about 30.
Tackle was made by number 51, Brendan Coleri.
Could be a momentum changer for Littleton here if they can stop him here and get the ball back in a short field again.
Yep. So 3rd and about 30 yards to go here. Tigers should really be in almost a prevent look here. They're going to run it. They're going to try to get the edge. Tigers going to string it out. Going to try to cut back. Nothing going. Tucker to coast there with a nice tackle. Plenty of pursuit by the Tigers. Oh, we got another flag out. We're going to get another unsportsmanlike contact penalty.
No gain on the play.
Uh-oh.
Flag on the field.
Looks like it's Evan Lyons getting pushed away.
Oh, it was on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike 76 on the offense.
That was a Maynard penalty.
Yeah, I saw one of the players look like Mitch Bowden getting Evan Lyons out of there, but maybe Evan was involved. He was just trying to get him out of there, so nothing else happened, and they get the penalty.
So Maynard really struggling here. The high snap on 1st down, and really conceding their fate. They didn't try to throw the ball at all, and they take a penalty, and now the ball's inside the 10-yard line. Punter with his heels on the goal line, and Will Scott waiting for the ball on the Maynard side of the field.
I think that's Evan Lyons, actually.
It's a high kick, well short. Lyons is going to let it go, and it will take a decent bounce there for Maynard, and it's actually going to dive short of midfield. So the Tigers will get good field position again. The Tiger defense, well, I wouldn't actually say the Tiger defense did anything all that great there after the huge mistake on the high snap that rolled about 20 yards downfield.
1st and 10 from the 40.
That was the thing. Like, it's not even like he could knock it up in the air and just have it be like a 7 or 8 yard loss. I mean, that thing took off.
He's listed at 6'2", 260, so I don't know how you get that ball over him, but
or around him. 7:25 to go here in the first half. Tigers trailing by 2, but the momentum on their side as they come back out in the hammer. The ball on the Maynard 49-yard line. Going to go inside to Mitch Bowden. He's going to get pulled down from behind after about a 2-yard gain. I got to pull him backwards and get him.
you don't see many people do that.
Tushka over Tea Kettle. That's hard to do. I'm going to call it about a 1-yard gain.
Premiano on that
9. Yep. So you're right, Pat. They're stacking up the middle pretty good there. The Tigers look like they're going to have to try to run in that C gap and even the edge.
That's a good strategy from Maynard. I would, at this point you're thinking, we're going to stop Mitch Bowden and make somebody else beat us because Mitch has had so much success this year, breaking big runs up that middle.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so 2nd and 9. Cutback play for Austin Lynn, but good job by Maynard not to over-pursue.
Yeah, good job by Austin to fall forward there and get 3 out of nothing.
They'll get a couple yards on that, and it'll be 3rd and about 7. Let's see if they switch it up here. They're probably thinking 4 downs. Maynard's going to Littleton's going to take a timeout here. 3rd and 7. Mike Lynn's going to think about what he wants to do here. He's probably feeling like he's in 4-down territory. But he's trying to decide, does he want to stay in the hammer? Does he want to bring the spread back? We talked about it, right, Pat? They've been nibbling at it, right? It feels like the spread's there and the routes can get open. But having said that, we haven't completed a pass yet all night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the longer ones have been more open, I think, than the underneath routes. The underneath routes have been pretty well defended.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, the throws are there and the receivers are there. I mean, Maynard has really made some terrific athletic plays in the defensive secondary to knock balls away. If they're a step late, those are going to go, So it's right there to have Mike Lynn. But on the other hand, they scored an easy touchdown out of the hammer on the previous possession. So sometimes it's that wealth of riches. You're not quite sure which way to go. It's easier. Sometimes it's easier when there's only one way to go.
That's hard, too, because Maynard came out in new camouflage uniforms, and you can't even see them out there. So it's somewhat unfair.
And they are going to come out looking spread here. So Braden Lynn back in a quarterback. We've got 2 receivers on each side of the field. Mitch Bowden in the backfield with Braden. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 on the 46-yard line.
They're going to quarterback draw. Oh, nice job there. Made a good read there. Just patient at the who actually had the ball, and Braden Lynn will go for no gain there. And the Tigers are going to try to play field position here and trust their defense. So 4th and 6 with the ball on the Maynard 46-yard line. And they'll bring Will Scott back out to punt. Yeah, really high kick. Oh, he's going to try and field it. Oh, he didn't signal fair catch.
That ball started squeezing out.
Yeah, the Tigers kind of hesitated. Not sure. Like it was pretty obviously a fair catch situation, but he didn't wave. So lucky play there by Maynard. They didn't get knocked loose, but they will take over on their 18-yard line. The Tiger defense has been pretty stiff the last couple of drives. Let's see if they can force another 3 out and get the ball back. Plenty of time to go. 5:34 to go here in the first half. Littleton trailing 8-6.
Oh, he went early.
Yeah. Well, he's jumping backwards, so I guess technically he's in motion, right?
Huh. Yeah, that's true.
Although I don't. He's a back. He can go in motion. They could direct snap to somebody else, so that's fine as long as nobody else is going at the same time. So 2-yard gain. Bring the ball out to the 20.
Yeah, that almost looked like more like a motion to draw the other team offside. Doing it again, huh?
Yeah, we're going to go counter. Yeah. Another good job there by Luke Elliott coming off the edge and dropping him. So the Tigers defense really getting pretty stiff here. Bring up a 3rd
3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line.
8. So another big down here for the Tiger defense. They forced a couple of punts here.
I don't remember seeing any quarterback doing what Tommy Smith is doing, right? It looks like, as you said, he looks like he's going in motion, jumping backwards, but definitely not something I've seen before.
Tried for a hard count, didn't get it. Looking to throw, rolling to his right. Good pursuit by the Tigers. He's going to keep it and go upfield. Oh, he's going to get it. Oh, they didn't get the angle they needed when he got to the edge to force him out of bounds, and he hit the Jets, and I think he got it. We'll have to see where they spot where he actually went out of bounds.
Yeah, the marker dropped. It looked like he might be a little
Oh,
short.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So it's 4th down. Yeah, good call there, Patrick. It's 4th and about 2 yards. Let's see what Maynard decides to do. The ball is only out over the 25-yard line. 4th and a full 2.
Well, he really dropped his head at the end there and just took everything that that Luke Elliott had to give him on that corner.
They're not shifting into punt formations. So the Tigers they're going to have to force them to take a timeout.
Timeout again, yeah.
Yeah. So big gamble here, and the ball's on the 20.
Ball looks like, where is the ball?
25-yard line. Ball's on like the 26. It's on the 26. Need to get to the 28. 4:23 to go here in the opening half. Big gamble if they actually truly. It could go hard count and try to force an offsides.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, your defense, if you're Maynard, your defense is playing so well that you don't want to give. And we just saw Littleton in a short field is pretty dangerous.
That's the thing. And this field position, even if you convert the first down here, you still got a long way to go. It's no guarantee that you're going to actually really give yourself a high probability scoring opportunity.
Right.
I mean, I'm a dice roller from way back, but these are long. I mean, it's 4th and 2, so the 2 yards is in their favor. But the field position, if they don't convert here, and they've struggled to get yards on a lot of these plays, the Tiger defense is really playing well right now. Let's see what they do. They're coming out looking like they're going to run a play, coming out of the timeout here.
I would think hard count here.
They're going to run it. He's going to try to get to the edge. He's actually looking to throw. Good pursuit. He's going to get it. He's holding the ball out.
Oh, the ref, I don't think he's going to give him a good spot here. Oh, no.
They're going to say he stepped out before he held the ball out. I think he's short. He needed to get to the 28.
It's tough to see, but it didn't look to me
They're
like.
going to bring the chains out and bring it all the way across the field to see.
Yeah, when I first saw where that guy put the mark, it did. There was some space to see through it. I saw the ref, and it didn't look like he got to where he needed to.
Wow, this is crucial.
Yeah, because you imagine what a momentum changer if Littleton takes the ball here and punches one in before the first half.
Exactly, that could come. This could loom very large. Well, first we'll see. Let's take it one thing at a time. We got to make sure he's short first, and then we can see if the rest of it plays out the way we're hoping.
Got to hope those flag guys aren't from Maynard.
Been measuring to see if he gained enough yards to get the first down.
Littleton's jumping up and down. It's obvious he is not there. So the Tiger defense comes up big on a 4th and 2. A huge gamble by the Maynard Tigers coaching staff.
I don't get that.
And it wasn't even a designed run play. They were really looking to throw. The Tigers with a terrific job of pursuing all the way to the sideline.
I mean, like again, not being a football coach, but you got a long way to go on that, right? You're going to turn the ball over, give him the short field, and then you roll him out so he has to throw across his body. That's a tough ask for a kid coming this way with that kind of pursuit.
Yeah.
And especially because you haven't really thrown the ball yet. So you got like two passes he's thrown today. So
1st and 10 for Littleton on the Maynard 27-yard line. The Tiger defense coming up big.
Yeah, they punched this in. It's going to be a momentum changer for sure.
We'll stay hammer. We're going to go to Will Scott. Cuts it. Oh, nice cut there. Oh, good pursuit, though. Man, Maynard is quick.
They close quick.
Yeah, coming off that backside. Nice kick-out block by Luke Elliott coming from the quarterback position. And Will Scott made a hard cut right before he hit the Jets. He got run down from behind. About a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7.
Leo Gibbons checking in the game. Some fresh legs.
Check right back out.
It's all a decoy. They just want to see if we're paying attention.
All right, 2nd down. We're going to pitch it to Austin Lynn. He's going to try for the edge. He's got some blockers. Oh, nice job by the Maynard defense. Number 23, Peter Jordan coming off the block and knocking Austin out of bounds. He got yardage out down to the 20-yard line, so it's 3rd and about 3. But if he doesn't come off that block, it's going to be a first down for the Littleton. Now they'll bring Gibbons in.
Okay, third and about 3 for Littleton.
2 down territory here.
Yep, 3:25 to go. Clock stopped. He got knocked out of bounds. 4 down territory all the way for the Tigers here, trailing by 2. After a big 4th down stop, trying to convert here. Gibbons. Oh, fumbled the toss and couldn't pick it up and get going, and Maynard knocks him loose. So he's going to lose a few yards on that, and the Tigers are going to switch it up here. Ooh, big mistake there.
Yeah, good job of actually picking up that ball. He missed it the first time on the ground, and that could have been way worse than it was.
He's going to lose about 5 yards. That'll bring up a 4th and 6. The Tigers are going to come out with their spread package here. They will go for it.
4th and about 6 on the for Littleton.
Yeah. Austin in the slot is almost uncovered here. Going to throw it up the sideline to Evan Lyons. Good defense there. The ball was a little bit underthrown.
Peter Jordan again.
Yeah, nice defense there. So the Maynard will turn back the Tigers on a 4th down try. So all that basically goes for nothing. No blood. Tigers had a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, and just couldn't get it going on that play, and then faced the 4th and long.
That's marking for soccer, I think. Okay. They mark it for probably
So with
Good cornerback, good coverage here by Maynard.
Yeah,
a lot of space.
yeah, their defensive backs have played great. 2:40 to go here in the half. Maynard will take over again with the ball on their own 23-yard line. Go up the middle with it, trying to bounce it to the outside. Not going to get there. Stacked up by Mitch Bowden and Ty Price. Going to get about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Clock running.
Looking out here, Mike, I actually thought there'd be a better crowd than there is. It seems a little sparse tonight.
Oh, yeah, we got a false start there.
Flag on the field.
We got a motion or offside? Motion on offense.
So that's a false start by the offense.
Motion
Bring up
penalty
a
will go
5-yard
against
penalty,
Maynard.
make it 2nd and 13.
Like the right guard wanted to get going early.
They look to throw a little play action. Rolling, looking up the middle of the field. Complete.
Could be Lawton again.
Yeah, big target out there. He's going to get a 1st down. 1:50 to go. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. Maynard will get the ball to start the 2nd half. So Tiger defense wants to get off the field here, only trailing by 2.
On the 35-yard
Ball right
line.
on the 35-yard line of Maynard. 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it. Oh, nice job by Kerr Boyle. Oh, terrific job. Setting the edge, forcing him to cutting it up, and then Kerr Boyle exploding into the hole after the cut and making the tackle for no gain.
Yeah, Timmy Lawton, the tight end, acknowledging that he didn't hold that block very well.
Terrific play by Kerr Boyle. Maynard in a little bit of a hurry up.
No gain on the play.
They got to look to quarterback draw. Oh, he's sacked. Oh, he's going to get blow the whistle. He's out. Yep, he's gathered up. So after picking up a 1st down on a throw completion, now they face a 3rd and long with 1:10 to go, clock running. We're going to call it 3rd and about 14. 3rd and 13. Ball on the 31-yard line. Big down here for the Tigers. Under a minute to go. They can get a stop here. They'll force a punt. Minimally get out of the half, only trailing by 2. They're going to run a quarterback draw. He's trying to get – oh, nice tackle there. Brendan Kalari with a terrific tackle. And Littleton will call a timeout with 38 seconds to go. As Maynard now has a 4th and 13. Wow, nice play there by the senior linebacker.
Yeah, shed that early block and then, great tackling technique. Both these teams are really good at tackling and just didn't even get a chance to get loose. Wrapped them up nicely.
Tigers with 38 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left. Excuse me, 3 timeouts left.
Braden Lynn.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the ability to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, they'll take some shots here if they can
the
get
other
the
thing
ball
is,
back here.
Corey Shearer's got a great. You know, Corey Shear's got a great leg,
Flag on the field.
so you might even be thinking going in.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true too. Yeah, sure,
9-8,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. If they can get the ball down inside the 20, you could definitely take a shot at a field goal. False start there by Maynard. Pick up 5 more yards. So now it's a
Penalty will go against
decent
Maynard.
chance here. We could get the ball. Actually, they're going to pull Will Scott up and make sure nothing funny happens. They'll just let him kick it and down it. No, now he's going to run back there and try to get it. A high kick, and Will Scott's going to let it land. That ball's going to take a good Maynard bounce, go inside the 37-yard line. So
I think Will was a little confused about what Coach Lynn wanted him to do. He thought he was going to be playing up and then try to get back at the last minute. But
yeah, terrible
Not
angle
time to-
there. He did the right thing once that all got dictated. So Tigers will take over on their own 38-yard line with 28 seconds to go.
28 seconds remaining in the first half.
yeah, watching Corey Shear warm up, I mean, you only have to pick up, if you can pick up 30 yards here, you can take a crack at it.
I'm going to pitch it to Will Scott. He's actually going to look to throw. No, he decides to cut it up.
Get out of
Gets
bounds.
a block.
Get out of bounds.
Going to get a first down over midfield down to the Maynard 45-yard lines. The Tigers have timeouts. They'll take one there with 20 seconds
Yeah.
left to go in the first half. Will Scott took a look downfield to throw. Didn't see what he liked. Made a hard cut and picked up about 20 yards there
20-second timeout, Littleton.
into Maynard territory. So
Yeah.
first and 10 for Maynard on the, Littleton on the Maynard 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, there's 15 to that 30 right there.
2 timeouts left.
They're running Austin Lynn down here to the bottom. See if they can get him coming up underneath across the field.
Going to pitch it to Austin Lynn. He's going to try for the corner. He's going to make a cut. Nothing there. Actually lost a couple yards. Littleton will take another timeout. They've got 1 left with 11 seconds to go. I feel like they got to try to go downfield, right? I guess you could get, Will just got a 15, 20-yard gain in the last play, so it's not like Austin can't do the same thing the opposite side, but. Really haven't gotten any. Well, they had one time they had pressure on Austin, Braden, and he threw it out of bounds. They really haven't gotten any pressure on him. I don't know if they're content to just defend downfield, which they've done a terrific job of.
Yeah. I would have definitely thought on that last play that they would have taken a shot downfield.
Now they only have 11 seconds to go here, so really with only 1 timeout left, so. They'll stay in the spread. They're going to have Evan Lyons and Austin Lynn lined up to the right. Straight drop back. Going to throw it down the middle of the field into traffic. Will Scott catches the ball.
Timeout.
They will call timeout. 4 seconds, so they're going to get a shot here. What are they on? They're on the 27-yard line.
Let him kick it.
That would be a 44-yard field goal. We'll say call it the 26 and call it a 43-yard field goal attempt from there. 4 seconds, no timeout. So this is the last play from scrimmage, unless there's a defensive penalty. Nice catch here by Will Scott. That was a nice, well-thrown ball. It was in traffic, but it was zipped right in there on a sure-handed grab by the senior.
Yeah, great planning there. Get it downfield. You got a timeout left. You only need 1 second to take a crack downfield from here. But, get tackled quickly, get a timeout on there, and have a little time left on the clock. So, yeah, really well done. I'm not seeing the field goal unit getting hooked up here.
No, Tony DeSisto's the holder, and he's still got his hands inside his hand warmer. So they're going to try for the end zone here on the last play of the half. 4 seconds to go. 26 yards away. Littleton trails by 2, 8-6. Been a defensive game, well-played defensive football game. A little sloppy on the offensive side by both teams. They got trips to the right. One receiver out to the left. going to roll to the right, looking for his trips. Set his field. He's going to go down into the end zone. Oh, knocked away. Good play call, though. I like it a lot, but well defended by Maynard. A little misdirection there, and then tried to come back on the off the backside. So Tigers trail Maynard 8-6 here in the matchup that is everything we thought it would be, at least on the defensive side of the football. A lot of football to go. We'll be back with second half action on LCTV right after these messages.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of Littleton Tiger football. The Tigers trailing 8-6 here in Maynard. We knew it was going to be a good game, more of a defensive battle maybe than we thought. But so far, it is played to type in terms of the level of competitiveness. We got a whistle here, not quite sure what. I don't think we were quite.
They didn't blow the whistle ready to
Yeah, they weren't ready to go. The players were ready to go on both sides, but the refs were lollygagging. We're taking that last sip of coffee.
Yeah, they're just not amped up like the players right now. Not the first half that I expected, Mike.
No, it was well played defensively and a little more ragged on the offensive side by both teams. We'll see if that holds or if both teams' offenses are able to loosen up a little bit and get it going. I think really the team that can get some offensive momentum is going to be the team that's going to be have the best shot at coming out of here with a big win.
If you're interested in joining the team, please come to the press box and visit
So
the
we
coach.
will start again. Nothing happened, no penalties, nothing else. Just the refs wanted to make sure they were ready.
Try one more time here.
All right, now we got the whistle from the referee that we can get going, and Cody Shear will come in and drive a line shot.
That's going to go
over
through
the
everybody.
head, and that will barely edge into the end zone. Oh, big break there for Maynard. If they hadn't cut that grass this week, that ball was going to die on the 1 yard line.
That was over by just, I don't even know if it was a full yard.
It definitely came to a stop, you know what I mean? It didn't have anything left.
Cody Shear's got to practice more.
So that'll be a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Maynard, up by 2. Tiger defense, after letting up the touchdown in the first quarter, really had a terrific second quarter, and really Maynard didn't get anything going at all.
Yeah, looking at the stats, this is the first time I've seen Maynard this year. I actually thought they threw the ball more than they are.
Under center here for the first time. It's been all shotgun, power I formation. Oh, ball's on the ground! Picked up by Evan Lyons. So the Maynard switches up their offense, goes to the power I on the first handoff. The ball explodes out of there, and Evan Lyons covers it up. So the first turnover of the game, and the Littleton Tigers will take over in Maynard territory on the ball in the 28-yard line.
27-yard line.
1st and 10. The Tigers will come spread here on the short end of the field. After mixing it up offensively in the first half, but kind of sticking with the hammer. We're going to go to Mitch Bowden up the middle. Oh, nice tackle.
Yeah, Maynard's a good tackling team. They hit low.
Yeah, it was Jamie Oliphant just going down on the ground and chopping the big fella down after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7.
Need of about 3 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 24-yard line.
Austin Lynn will go to the sideline. We got Timmy Kelleher lined up wide left. Kind of a full house backfield here, and they're going to give it to Will Scott up the middle. Bounce it to the outside, gets down to the 20. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, this is good. 3rd and 3, 2 down territory.
Need of about 3 on the play to bring up a 3rd and 3. From the 20-yard
Tigers
line.
switching up their look here. They're staying with the spread, but they're loading up the backfield a little bit. They've got Sean Mazzoni in as the H-back, as an extra blocking back here. They'll bring Austin Lynn in motion. They're going to give it to Mitch Bowden on the inside. He's going to be close to a first down. I don't know if he got it. He kind of went sideways as he tumbled to the ground. If he'd gone forward, I think he would have got it. He's going to be close.
It was about a yard and a half.
Yeah, that's going to be a 4th and 1.
About 2 on the play. They'll bring up a 4th and 1.
Now they're
big play.
Yeah, I'm going to switch it up here. They'll bring the hammer package in. Luke Elliott will come in at quarterback. They'll bring in some of the bigger offensive linemen up front.
Tucker DeCoste in there.
Tigers hustling to the line of scrimmage. We got Will Scott and Austin Lynn. They're going to go quarterback sneak. I think he got it. If he got to the 15-yard, yeah. If he got to the 15-yard line, he got it easy. Yeah, first down for the Tigers. They convert on 4th down. They'll bring the spread package back. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Littleton trying to convert after the Maynard turning the ball over on the first down of the half from scrimmage.
Good series there for Littleton. Seem to be able to move the ball on the ground here.
Stay with kind of a full house backfield here. Going to give it to Will Scott. He's going to cut it up the middle. Another good tackle there. They're really coming into those holes, ready to lock and load. About a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ball on the 13-yard line.
And that's actually 2 pretty good offensive players in there, Semakula and Tommy Smith.
Give about 3 on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 12-yard line.
Going to give it to Mitch Bowden. He's going to get in the hole and get out over the 10-yard line.
Mitch Bowden on the carry for Littleton.
It's going to bring up 2nd and about 4.
Box has got to move. There we go. 3rd and 4.
You get
3rd and 4.
Third here, Mike, yeah.
3rd and 4, the ball on the 9-yard line.
Bring up a 3rd and 4.
They need to get to the 5.
9-yard line.
4 yards to get a first down. Yep.
You give it to Will Scott. He's going to cut it up, driving forward. Oh, good effort there. He's going to get real close to it on that extra effort by the senior tailback. Slipped out. Yeah, they're going to mark a first down. So it is 1st and goal with the ball right on the 10-yard line. And again, the Tigers now on the very short side of the field switch it up.
From the 10-yard line.
So interesting there. They went spread, but it was a power run package out of that spread, of kind of a full house backfield. Will Scott converting a big first down there on 3rd down. And now they'll switch it up and bring Luke Elliott in at quarterback, Mitch Bowden at tailback, and they've got Will Scott and Austin Lynn at the tailbacks. They're going to go counter, inside handoff to Will Scott. He bounces in the C-gap, gets forward. He's going to get close to the 5-yard line and then driven back.
Now it looks like when they get that, when Will hits that hole, that he's got a giant hole, and Maynard does a really good job of closing out.
Yeah, it's positive yardage, but they're just not able to pop it out of there. Ball all the way down to about the 1-yard line. Yeah, so good game there. Had about a 9-yard gain by the tailback.
From the 1-yard line.
Oh, sorry, it was on the 5-yard line, so a 4-yard gain. 2nd and goal from the 1. Quarterback sneak. He's lunging forward. I don't know if he's going to get it.
They're going to knock him down. Oh, man.
He's closer, but not quite all the way there. It's going to be 3rd down from. There's a good wall there. Maynard got a good wall. Luke kind of had to turn his back and try to drive back, almost like back his way into the end zone, and couldn't do it. So 3rd and goal. The ball just short of the goal line. I don't even know what's on the 1. I think it's on about the half.
Yeah, I think you just punch it in with Luke Elliott again. You don't want to risk a handoff here.
So the Tigers trying to convert here. Take the lead for the first time tonight. Yeah, they're going to do it. He lunges forward. Tried to hop over the pile. Touchdown, Tigers!
Oh, yeah, the far side ref was not putting his hands up, and then he saw the near side ref coming with his hands up. I think he was going to mark that as a not in.
Got Noah Graham, the center there, throwing his arms in the air, saying, "We did that. That was our touchdown." The offensive line, and he is not wrong. So Littleton taking advantage of the turnover, get the first score of the second half, and take the lead 12-8 with 5:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. I think, Patrick, he tried to jump forward. He didn't get it. He landed on his feet, and then he kept plowing forward and just squeezed through a little seam to break the plane there.
Yeah, interesting that he would, try to leap and lunge for that one when, the last few times he's pulled that sneak, he's just gone low and kept his feet moving.
Yeah. All right, so they'll go for the try here. They'll stay in the hammer, going for 2.
Big play here.
Yeah, pitch it to Austin Lynn. He cuts up the middle, drives forward. He got it. Right into the, that play, it looks like it's a sweep, but it's not. He cuts it. He cut that one up into, I would call it either the A or the B gap. He didn't even get to the C gap. The offensive line really doing a nice job down there.
Yep, pushing him back.
14-8. So Littleton converting after the Maynard turnover to start the second half. And we talked about, Pat, who could get some momentum. And right now, Littleton with a chance here. If that defense can get the ball right back, they're going to feel like they've got the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be able to execute in a close game like this. And, you come out, you're Maynard, you have an idea what you want to do with the ball, come out in the second half, and turn it over quickly on the first play. It takes a little while to get settled in and try to figure out where to go from there. By the time you feel like you're getting back into the game, Littleton's got the ball down on your goal line.
Right, and they chewed up, good 6 minutes, almost 5 minutes there, over 5 minutes. So.
That's all right. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so that's chewing up clock is good.
Chewing up clock like as a metaphor for eating, or as a metaphor for getting the heck out of here so you can go home and eat?
That's all good. Choose anyone you want.
So Cody Shearer on the kick here the second time in the second half. Hammer it down. That ball will skip down inside the 10. Oh, it's on the 5. Oh, Kira Boyle pursuing. Oh, they're going to get him inside the 10-yard line. So the squib kick twice. And the Tigers, now we're talking some serious momentum here. If they can hold on here and get the ball back, they'll have terrific field position. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but kind of the theme of the second half was momentum.
Yeah, it's such a weapon, you don't realize it, but when Cody hits that ball, if you can squib it and get it all the way to the goal line, it's so hard to handle, especially as it gets colder and the game goes on. It just creates problems for trying to get returns.
So 1st and 10, the ball on the 7-yard line.
We saw last week Cody actually hit a kickoff and it bounced off the up man. He never had a chance to move.
Quarterback draw right up the middle. Good 7-8 yard gain there out over the 15-yard line. So Maynard feeling like they got to at least get a couple first downs here to just staunch some Littleton momentum. Second and 3.
Haven't really done much offensively except since that last pass in the middle of the field to Timmy Lawton.
Gotta go Smith again. I'm gonna get him first down. Yep. Needed about 3, got about 4. He's out just about the 20-yard line. So Maynard gets a much-needed first down here. They'll move the chains, get another set of downs. Ball right out over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Yeah, I'm going to get it close to another first down there. Got in the hole, got past the linebacker. Luke Elliott missed him about 2 yards up.
Yeah, good hard running by Peter Jordan. You notice the backs, every time somebody touches the ball in Maynard, they're wrapping that ball up tightly now. I don't think coach is going to be too happy with another turnover.
Run it up the middle. Should get a first down on that. They only needed less than a yard.
Yep. Yeah, looks like they're going to move him. Yeah,
out over the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So another first down for Maynard. Started inside their own 10-yard line. Now they've got it out over the 30. So 1st and 10 for Maynard with the ball on the 32-yard line. Go to the edge, get stacked up there.
Good defense. I think he might have lost a little bit.
That was good by number 25.
That was Luke Tornell, senior lineman, playing a nose tackle position, but in a 2-point stance. A nice play there by the senior. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
From the 31-yard line.
Straight drop back. Looks like a little screen dog. Quarterback draw. He's trying to suck him in. He did it. He's got the edge there. Lost a little. Knock him out of bounds. But a design quarterback draw. And the Tiger rush over pursued. They didn't feel they were let in, and Maynard will advance the ball into Littleton territory out to the 48. Nice execution there by the Maynard offense.
Yeah, I think this the spread line is giving them a little bit of trouble there, especially in a play like that.
48-yard line.
More gaps in, the linebackers dropped. It looked like it was going to be a pass play, and but as you said, it's a design keep.
They let him in. They're blocking them a little bit, but they're letting them pick up momentum. So as the quarterback runs by them, they can't stop and turn around and get them. Use their momentum against them. False start there by Maynard.
Oh, it's twice now on that tag on the right guard. Killer. You get that momentum going. You don't need to do anything except keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, especially when you're relying on your run game there, and they're doing a good job here in the second half, better than they've done since the first quarter. But you don't really want to make it 15 yards to go when you're trying to run the ball, because now really it's one good stop and they're in a longer yardage situation, and you have to go a little deeper in the playbook.
They pulled out the guard on that. They subbed in, but they're eating up a lot of clock here.
Where's home field?
Ref's got his hand up.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get it off.
Yeah. They're going to try to sweep to the edge. Carboyle's in pursuit. He's going to get up the edge, get shoved out of bounds. He's going to get about a 10, 12-yard gain there.
Smith on the carry. Forced out of bounds by number 6, Carboyle.
Let's see where they mark him.
I'm at the 43.
Yeah, back in the Littleton territory on the 43-yard line. So we're going to call it 2nd and 5. So a 10-yard gain.
Get about 5 on the play. We'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
Oh, Mitch Bowden. Swallowed him.
And where do you think you're going?
That'll go for just about a yard. 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
Bring up a 3rd and 4.
4 down territory now for Maynard with the ball on the Littleton side of the field.
41-yard line.
If you're the defense on Littleton here, you want to start keying on Tommy Smith.
Yeah, quarterback draw. He's going to try to bounce to the outside.
Nice tackle.
Just dragged.
Man, dragging Tucker to coast is not
forward,
easy.
Yeah,
they're going to move him.
Yeah, going to get a first down on that. So Maynard doing a good job here after giving up the turnover and a score to start the half, and then fumbling the kickoff and having to start inside their 10-yard line. They're all the way down to the Littleton 37-yard line, 1st and 10. And we are under 2 minutes to go, 1:45 to go here in the third quarter, excuse me. Littleton up by 6. Look to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's got to see. Oh, he's going to throw it down the middle of the field. Oh, it's caught! All the way inside the 5-yard line. Evan Lyons tried to break on the ball and deflected it, but he couldn't get there. And the big tight end rumbled down the field, in the middle of the field. Big target and a good throw. So Maynard now inside has definitely gotten the momentum back. It is 1st and goal for Maynard from the Tiger 3-yard line.
Credit the Maynard offensive line there. Tommy Smith had a long time to throw that ball.
Tommy Smith, he's going to run up the middle, and he's in. Oh, we got a flag down on the feet on the play. Let's see.
Flag on the field.
Personal foul on Littleton. He pulled the kid's helmet off.
A penalty on Maynard. It looks like after the play, though, after the score. Say Littleton. I think he pointed toward Maynard.
But I think he said Littleton. He said 51. So
Oh, he
I
did
think
say, yeah.
it was on Littleton. I think he was indicating it would be on the kickoff down this end of the field.
Clearly something went on down here. It's one of the Maynard players lost his helmet.
Yeah. So Maynard looks like they're going to bring a kicking unit on to try the extra point. It's a tie game here, 14-14 with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. So impressive drive there by Maynard after getting themselves in the hole, both in terms of the score and the momentum. They managed to get all the way out and score a touchdown on about a 92-yard drive.
Tommy Smith looking to do it all.
Kicks it, and
He missed it.
yeah, it was wide left.
Had enough leg. Looked like a good kick.
Yeah, had a leg on it, but he hooked it. So now we are tied at 14. Both teams are 1 for 2 on conversions. And it is 14-14.
For $295.
We've got a 12-minute and 15-second game to play, all tied up.
699-7727. That's number
50 yards on the kickoff will be assessed here, Mike, for the hands to the face. So they'll be kicking from the
Please come to the press box.
Kicking from the Littleton side of the field. They'll be kicking from the Littleton 45-yard line.
If he puts this through the uprights, does it count as 3?
It used to.
For real?
Back in the long time ago. Long time. I think like in the 30s and 40s.
7727.
Yeah, so they'll be kicking off from the 45 of Littleton.
Conceivably try an onside kick here because you're gonna, even if you don't get it, you're not gonna give them terrific, great field position to be decent.
Right.
I'd like to see, is that a little hole in the middle of the field too. Brennan Kalari's 15 yards back.
We have a winner.
Yeah, they'll squib it and get picked up by Ty Price. He's going to make a cut. Good job there out over the 30-yard line. So not terrible field position given the fact that they were kicking from our side of the field. So 1st and 10 for Littleton from their own 30-yard line in a tie ball game, 14-14.
I wasn't sure if that was actually an attempt at an onside kick or just a
I think it was just more of a
squib
squib kick,
yeah.
maybe get a lucky bounce. But Tigers will come in the spread look. Still not quite a full house backfield, but Sean Mazzoni is in the backfield to block. We go inside to Mitch Bowden, makes a guy miss. Bounces to the outside, stiff arm. That was Gumalumpin. All the way over midfield, down to the Maynard 45-yard line. The big senior high stepping and pushing and shoving and rumbling.
A little early to be high stepping.
25-yard gain by the
45
senior.
yards to go.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Littleton on the Maynard 45-yard line.
Good job keeping his legs moving. That's the first time we've seen him get loose here today.
Gonna give it to Will Scott, try to get the sweep. Cuts it upfield. Another good tackle there by Maynard. They're going to get about 2 or 3 yards on that, but they strung it out well, and he had to cut it up early, and they had guys waiting for him.
We'll play up a 2nd and 8 for Littleton. On the Maynard
2nd
43-yard
and
line.
8. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Let's see if the Tigers decide to run a play here before the quarter runs out.
They don't have to.
Yep. 7-6. They're gonna let it run out.
Yep.
And that's the quarter. So both teams getting a touchdown. Littleton scoring early in the third quarter after a Maynard turnover, and then Maynard really struggling with the Tiger momentum. Righted the ship with a 90-plus yard drive and a touchdown to tie it up, and it's 14-14. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of this really big game right after these messages from LCTV.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth quarter. The Tigers tied against Maynard 14-14 to start the fourth quarter. A very dramatic game. We knew it was going to be a close game. Two really good football teams, and they have not disappointed. It is 2nd and 8 for Littleton. And they're going to go counter inside handoff to Mitch Bowden. He's going to get knocked. Well, he's down. But he gets about a 4 or 5 yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tackle was made by number 87, Tim Lawton.
Ball is on the 40-yard line. They need to get to the 35-yard line. 4 down territory, 3rd and 5.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
Tigers have been playing out of the spread here a lot in the second half, albeit in a power look. Not really trying to spread the field and go downfield with the throwing. They're just running the ball, and they're doing a good job. 3rd and 5. Oh, what do we got?
Flag on the field.
Ooh, mistake by Littleton, a false start. Oh.
A legal procedure penalty will go against Littleton.
Instead, 3rd and 5. They're now going to have 3rd and 10.
Five-yard penalty going to make it 3rd and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Uh-oh, another flag here.
Yeah, illegal substitution. The Tigers not starting the fourth quarter here the way they would have liked. It's a 5-yard penalty, so now it's 3rd and 15 with the ball back to midfield.
5-yard penalty, resulting in 3rd and 15 from the 50-yard line.
All right, 3rd and 15.
Settle down, boys. Settle down.
Yep. Need a conversion here. Need a play. Braden Lynn's got time. He's going to get flushed out, roll to his right, sets his feet across the field.
Oh, what a throw.
Completion. Yeah, Timmy Kelleher coming across the field. Nice throw. Timmy Kelleher coming back to his quarterback, and a big conversion there. They'll advance the sticks. 1st down, Littleton. The ball on the Maynard 31-yard line. So that's a play we haven't seen yet tonight. A big 3rd down conversion on a pass play.
That was huge. Good job by Braden Lynn to keep his feet moving, to keep that play alive.
Sorry, Timmy Kelleher. Going to give it to Bowden. Going to get closed down the defensive tackle after about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Tackled him from the side, but so Bowden got to keep his momentum going forward.
Looks like he's going to get nothing, and then, you know, it's 3 or 4 yards when he just falls forward.
2nd and 6. Going to bring Austin in motion and go to Bowden up the middle. Got a good hold there. He's out over the 25-yard line. Inside the 25-yard line. Yeah, he's short, but he's... Yeah, 3rd and 3. And the Tigers are going to switch it up. They will bring the hammer package in, the double wing running power, real power running game. 4 downs all the way. 14-14. Pitch it to, upended Will Scott, short of the 1st down. Tried to jump over the pile and got shot down.
I think they were hoping to get maybe 2 of that and going at 4th and 1, but he got hit pretty early, and I think he might have leaving him off a little bit. It's looking more like 4 yards now.
See what they do here on 4th down. They want to switch it out. Maynard fans up on their feet, realizing the momentum, what it represents here on a 4th down. They'll keep Luke Elliott at quarterback in the hammer here. 4 tough yards to go.
See what they run here. You got to get the ball to somebody with speed that can be outside. Maybe Will Scott.
Pitch with Austin. We're going to look to throw. He's open. Oh, the field. Did he get it? Oh, incomplete. Oh. Will Scott was open. Austin Lynn tried to loft the ball to him. Will had to run a long way to close on the ball and couldn't quite get there. So after a big 3rd down completion by Braden Lynn earlier in the series, Maynard stiffens and turns him back. They'll take the ball over on downs on their own 25-yard line. Big sequence there.
Yeah, we don't see them throw out of the hammer very often. That was a great play and a great call. Just 6 inches.
Now the Tiger defense, after having let up a 90-yard plus drive on the last series of downs, needs to get tough here.
He's going to throw on first down.
Up the middle. He's going to try and run it. Going to get run out of bounds. First down. Good coverage downfield, but a little, once he stepped up in the pocket, he saw a lot of green field, and he took advantage of it. 15-yard run.
Like that's looking to me again like that's a designed run.
That one I think was actually, if he had somebody, he would have thrown it, and then once he realized he had the open real estate, he took advantage of it. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line of Maynard.
Oh, he's got a wheel.
The pressure. He's going to throw it towards the sideline, out of bounds. Is he in the pocket? No. So that's just an incomplete pass.
That play did not develop the way they wanted it to.
The ball gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's nobody over there, but so incomplete pass on first down, 2nd and 10. You know, Pat, they've had some they haven't thrown the ball a lot, but they've had success doing it. They found their big tight end downfield a couple of times. So 2nd and 10 here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end's taking a long look at his playbook on his arm here. This will be interesting. Keep an eye on 87 slipping out of the backfield, see where he goes.
Yeah, Maynard's going to take a timeout. I'm not sure what they wanted. They're calling a play, and the quarterback's like that, but that's not the formation.
Definitely looked like some confusion. Everybody was looking at their armbands, trying to figure out what the play was.
I don't see that one.
Coach is looking at his book right now, saying, "You know what? I might have forgot to put that play in last week. My bad."
30-second timeout. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the ball game. Playing, both teams are playing for the shot at a league title, as well as the potential #1 seed in the playoffs. Can pretty much guarantee that whoever wins this game, as long as they take care of business next week, will get that #1 seed and get the league title.
All right, hopefully they're squared away now.
Coming out of a timeout, one would hope. 2nd and 10. Play action fake, pump fake, towards the flat, to the big guy. Short of the first down.
I don't know, they're marking him pretty far up.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I thought he was on the Maynard side. It's going to be very close. Actually,
yeah. The back chain started moving.
Yeah, they're moving it. They're calling the first down.
Yeah, they got to send him on.
About 12 on the play.
So that is a first down with the ball on the Littleton 49-yard line.
You got to find somebody to stay with that guy.
From the Littleton 49-yard line.
Quarterback's going to read option and get about 5 or 6 yards.
Tommy Smith on the quarterback keep.
I don't think Littleton's played a team that's this physical, this fast, and can run the ball and throw the ball since probably the first game of the year. Mike.
So guaranteed.
Probably feeling it right now.
Right, the class of this area is West Boylston, Maynard, and Littleton, no question. There's a big fall off after that. 2nd and 6. Going to throw. He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to throw another completion. Oh, he was always in the grass with Timmy Kelleher. And as he was dropping towards his knees, he let it go, and a big completion for a first down.
Big tight end again, Tim Lawton, just finding ways to get open. He had 2 Tigers around him that time.
Yeah, he is the Maynard version of Rob Gronkowski right now, without question. 1st and 10 with the ball on the Littleton 32-yard line. Oh, false start. Yeah. Guy came out a little quick, either that or a little slow snap.
No, I think it was the 2 guys to the bottom of the screen here. One of the receivers went. There's no reason why those guys should be going early. Looks like one of the coaches is trying to work in what I thought was a cell phone, but it's an armband with plays.
Bring up a first and 15 from the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 15 now at the ball on the Littleton 37-yard line with 5:55 to go here in the ball game, and a tie game. Let's look to throw, pressure, Caraboyle doesn't flush out the play, going to throw into the flat. Incomplete. Looks like he was in a little bit of a hurry to turn and get upfield. He knew he had some real estate for the run after catch if he could have caught it. But
yeah, you know what happened there, Mike? The receiver turned and turned left, and the throw was just a little behind him to the right. And not a horrible throw, but going one way, the ball going the other.
2nd and 15.
Interesting, too. So Maynard went for the one-point conversion on the last play, and I know they missed it, but Tommy Smith definitely looks like he has a leg. So I'm not sure that a field goal is out of play at this point in the game.
I think it would depend on the down and distance, but you're right.
Yeah, but I know, they pick up another 10 or 15 yards and they get down to 4th down. I could see them going for a field goal.
2nd and 15. Rolling to his right, pressure coming off the backside, down the middle of the field. Oh! Austin Lynn couldn't knock it down. He completed all the way down to, looks like the 11-yard line. Oh, Austin Lynn had a shot at that and just couldn't elevate to get his hand on it and knock it away.
Yeah, Sean Primiano just slid in behind both of them.
So the Maynard passing attack now has turned the tide here. It is 1st and 10 with the ball on the Littleton Tiger 11-yard line. Be a straight run by the quarterback up the middle. He's driven back after about a 2-yard gain just inside the 10-yard line.
So it looks like Maynard could actually get a first down without getting a touchdown here. They got about a half a yard to work with.
2nd and 8.
Yeah, we'll call it 2nd and 8. 4:46 to go. The clock is running, so we'll see what happens here.
Lots of problems for Littleton right here. Clock is running, time running down. Haven't really been able to move the ball in big plays consistently, so you got to get this ball back quickly.
Oh, bad snap!
And there you go.
He's going to try to pick it up. Oh, he's going to cover it up. He almost made a mistake there. He was trying to pick it up and make a play. He really should have done something and cover it up.
That is huge for Littleton. They're now out of field goal range.
Yeah, that was another second high snap of the game that really, it's a 25-yard loss. So it is 3rd down with the ball all the way back out over to the 27 yards. 3rd and 26. Around the 27, they get to the 1 to get a first down. 3rd and 26 here.
Oh, that ball is
another bullet. Down towards the goal line. Oh! Did he make the catch? Touchdown! Oh my gosh! White.
That was the tight end throwing that ball. That's the quarterback that caught it. I think.
Oh my goodness! You're absolutely right.
Yeah, this is what they tried to run earlier when they snapped it over.
Yeah, you're right. Wow! Wow! What a play by Maynard after the bad snap. The Tiger defensive secondary really struggling right now. So that with 3:41 to go, it's a 6-point lead for Maynard with a crucial try here. Maynard's going to take a timeout.
Wow. Yeah, they snapped it, and it looked like Tommy Smith had put on about 100 pounds. I realized that it was the tight end.
Maybe he's got the arm strength to make that throw, and maybe Tommy doesn't. I don't know. Or maybe Tommy's just that good a receiver. Every now and then they want to give him a shot on the edge to go make a play as a receiver.
Well, I think part of that, too, is right. So we've seen Tommy Smith run. He looked like he's one of the faster kids out here on the field. So getting him out there, and clearly Lawton could throw the ball.
Yeah, it's been those two guys all night for sure.
That's a backbreaker. Still plenty of time here to get downfield, but
yeah, the problem is that after that bad snap, you really got to get out of there. You know what I mean? You just can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Security, there's a fan over there who's questioning their eyesight and maybe their heritage.
Looks like we got I hear the referee calling for security, so it looks like
Please report to the far side of the field.
they try to get somebody out of the game here.
All right, so crucial try here. Throw a quick slant, jailbreak. He's got it. Couldn't tackle him, so that's an 8-point lead for Maynard, 22-14. 3:41 to go.
I think if you're Littleton here, you just got to be patient, stay with your offense. 3:41 is an eternity.
The clock isn't a problem, other than they can't really afford to give the ball back.
Right.
They're going to have to pretty much score on this possession.
We just missed on a couple of big throws today, so they're definitely due. Braden Lynn stays within himself here. They'll be fine. Always a black mark on your record when you're getting thrown out of a high school football game on the sideline.
It was a catch at the end line. It looked good from here. We can't really see it all that well, but it looked like it was fine. But those guys, whoever that was down there and felt like it wasn't fine and was quite vociferous and voicing his disagreement with the officials.
And hopefully nobody got it on film.
All right.
All right. We got Leo Gibbons and Will Scott back, it looks like.
Oh, nice high end-over-end kick. Feel it by Gibbons on the 10-yard line. Going to bring it up the middle of the field, make a hard cut. And then a nice run back again by Gibbons out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. He's one big cut from popping that one.
Big, fast kid. Gets going early.
Yeah, that's a 22-yard return there. All right, so the Tigers, 23-yard return. Tigers will take over, trailing by 8.
33-yard line.
First and 10 with the ball on their own, 33-yard line. They will come out in the spread look. Braden Lynn, a quarterback. Tim Kelleher wide, the bottom of the screen. Will Scott wide right. You got Austin Lynn in the slot. Bring him in motion. Going to go inside handoff to Mitch Bowden. He's going to get upfield for about 5 yards. Like you said, Pat, patience, plenty of time, plenty of timeouts. The Tigers have 5 timeouts left to go. 3:20, clock running. 2nd and 5.
One of the reasons that Mitch has had a hard time getting going today is all the other teams that we talk about that play Littleton, that we talk, the only way to stop him, you got to get down around his legs. And they're really down, wrapping up his legs pretty well.
I'm going to give it to him again. Yep, there you go, right there. That's an ankle tackle. You get about a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down. It's 4 downs all the way for Littleton the rest of the night, I think. At least on this drive.
No gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 38-yard line.
Tough here. I think your top 2 receivers you got to look for here. You got to look for Timmy Kelleher down the bottom here and Austin Lynn. I've been watching Evan Lyons, and they're just jamming him up the line of scrimmage up the top of the screen.
Give it to Bowden again. Oh, he gets out of it. Lunges forward. He's short of the first down.
Big.
But it's going to bring up a 4th and short instead of a 4th and medium. 4th and 1. Huge down here.
What do you call here?
Game is on the line for Littleton. They got to convert this first down. 2:21 to go. They're going to take a 30-second timeout by Littleton. And they're going to bring the hammer unit out here to pick up a first down.
This is a long way to go.
I don't think you can go quarterback sneak here. I think you got to run your power play here.
Yeah, I think it's the one where you want to just have Luke pitch and turn and be that lead blocker.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not Mitch. Sorry, Luke Elliott.
There it is. It's Will Scott powers his way up the midfield. It's an easy conversion there. First down, they'll stop the clock with 2:16 to go. Move the chains. Tigers will switch packages and bring the spread back out here. Nice job there by the offensive line. It is 1st and 10 with the ball right at the midfield stripe. Bring Austin Lynn in motion. Inside handoff again to Bowden. He's going to get about 3 or 4 yards, so they're being very patient at the moment.
Brought
And they
down
will
from
take
behind.
a timeout with 1:57 to go. It's their second timeout. I feel like they've got 3 left.
Is that the third or second?
Really just a timeout to stop the clock.
Second and about 8 from the 47.
Straight drop back, looking to throw down the sideline. The guy's open. Oh, out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Lyons had a step and a nice throw by Braden Lynn, but he couldn't track it down. The defensive back closed and just created enough disruption there to not let the reception be made.
Yeah, it's Peter Jordan again. That's 3 times they've taken a crack at him, and a couple times he looks like he's open, but he closes so well, and he's getting his hand in there just at the end to break up that play.
So
that one looked like it was there.
3rd and 7. He was definitely had him beat for a couple of seconds, but it was a desperate close and just enough there to disrupt it. 3rd and 7. Screen pass. Oh, no, he's going to throw it. That was a screen. Just good pressure there.
Good job getting rid of that ball.
Yeah, 4th down now with 1:44 to go.
Yeah, Mike, that's a design screen, and you're supposed to let those guys in, but they close so fast.
I think they also the other guys read it and they were in the area where the screen was supposed to develop, and Braden wasn't comfortable making that throw. He did a good job of getting rid of it, not taking the loss. So here it goes, game on the line for Littleton here. They need to convert.
Who are your playmakers in this one? Will Scott, Austin Lynn.
Trips to the left.
Good play. Good protection here, Mike.
Roland looking to throw down the sideline. Caught! That's Tim Kelleher. Yeah, that's a good for a 1st down. So
Great
Kelleher, that's his
coming back
second
for the
big
ball.
grab. He had a big grab on a 3rd and long. Now he's got a grab on a 4th and long. Littleton is going to take a timeout. They advance the ball all the way down to the 28-yard line.
And Timmy Kelleher had a lot of space there. He did a good job coming back for the ball, but I didn't see anybody within 5 yards of him.
1:33 to go. Tigers trailing by 8, 22-14. Ball on the Maynard 28-yard line. I believe the Tigers have, the scoreboard says 3 timeouts left.
Great game here tonight, Mike. You could be from another country and never seen a football game before, and this has got to be exciting.
2 timeouts for Littleton left.
2 fulls.
2 full timeouts left. Patrick's got a friend of his from Germany. We kept interrupting. We're trying to work here, and he keeps asking questions. How many tries? How many yards? No, he picked it up very quickly.
I think he's going to be a season ticket holder.
Yeah, there you go. No, he's going to be spoiled. This is a pretty exciting game.
Yeah, well, even if he did not enjoy the game thoroughly, he's got some great photos to take home. So,
all right, 1st and 10 after the big 4th down conversion. Tigers come out of the timeout here with 2 timeouts left. 1:33 to go. Ball's on the Maynard 28-yard line.
Patience here.
1st and 10. Give it to Bowden. He's going to get stacked up, bounce to the outside, get dragged down from behind. Clock is running, and they will take another. They have 1 timeout left after this one.
That was made by number 5, Sean Fermiano. Full timeout, Littleton.
So no 2-minute warning in high school football. So we're well past that. 8-point differential. Tigers, Pat, need to score and convert to keep this game and try to force it into overtime.
I'm just looking out at the middle of the field here. So we had a lacrosse game that we had to play down here. We have a co-op program going. But one of our guys had to come down and line the fields, and he had some blue paint. So before he left, he painted a giant B, a blue B in the center of the field.
He's lucky he got out of Maynard alive. All right, 2nd and 9 coming out of the timeout. Straight drop back, looking to throw down the middle of the field. Oh! Bounces off Evan Lyons' hands. He had a first down there. Was maybe going to get inside the 10-yard line.
And he had space,
Yeah, crossing pattern, good throw.
Austin Lynn was wide open on the outside, too. He ran a little down and out, and nobody went with him. I would actually run that same play again and put the target Austin on this one.
Third down, clock stopped after the incomplete pass with 1:19 to go.
Yeah, Austin Lynn's got nobody within 10 yards or 5 yards, 6 yards of him. Just he runs an out pattern toward the pylon. He's going to be good.
Going to roll right, looking to throw it out of bounds.
This one-handed grab by the stick man.
Another fourth down. Minute 11 to go, but that's not the problem right now. The problem is the yardage. 9 yards to go. They've converted once on this series.
Yeah. 5 and 9 from the 27-yard line.
Austin is there, right? So if you watch them line up, they've been jamming Evan Lyons on the top of the screen. But Austin Lynn, look at all the space he has. If they just crisscross and he heads toward to the marker, he's good.
Yeah.
You don't want it. All you need to do is run him outside here. Get him outside.
Complete to Will Scott. First down. Yeah, inside the 15-yard line. So another fourth down conversion. And the Tigers keep the drive going. 1:05 clock stop momentarily. The Tigers have one timeout left. They won't use it here. Nice throw by Braden Lynn, too. So it is 1st and 10 with the ball on the 14-yard line. Here we go. A lot of excitement here.
On the 14-yard line.
They bring Austin Lynn in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's going to cut it up. He's got a little bit of hole. He's going to drive forward inside the 5-yard line. He's inside the down near the goal line. I can't see from that far away. Timeout by Littleton. That's their last one with 47 seconds to go. They are knocking on the door.
Timeout Littleton, their final timeout.
So that was an 8-yard gain. The ball is on the 6-yard line. 6-yard line. They got about a yard to go for the first down. I think it's on the 4-yard line.
Looks like they got it marked on the 1 on the scoreboard.
Look, it's 1 to go. That's the yard to go. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 6. Yeah, ball on the 6.
Trying to catch me.
And I'm catching,
Is this the first football game you've ever watched, Patrick?
Like I make one mistake and the whole press box is yelling at me, and Corey's up on the top yelling at me. My friend from the Netherlands is yelling at me.
2nd and 1.
I'd quit, but it pays so well.
Littleton out of timeouts, 47 seconds to go. They're going to switch it up. They're coming hammer here with no timeouts left.
And it was a great run by Austin Lynn. I wanted to just comment on that. He didn't hesitate there. I'm going with this ball. Good run.
I'm going to pitch it to Austin Lynn. He's going to cut up. Drive forward. Shot down at the goal line. Touchdown, Littleton.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. They got to convert here. They got 41 seconds to go. If they convert, they'll tie it up and kick away. If they don't convert, they'll have to go for an onside kick.
Just keep running into Austin.
There's a 6-yard gain on that play. Let's see what they do here. They're leaving Luke Elliott at quarterback. They're definitely going to go for 2 out of the hammer here.
Score 22-20.
See if they run crisscross. Sometimes after you run that power play right there, you'll get the defense over pursuing and crisscross. It looks like the power, but it's a counter with a double handoff here. I'm going to pitch with Austin Lynn. He's going to drive forward. He's trying to power forward. Did he get it? No, he did not get it. Shot just short of the goal line. So the Tigers, Littleton, 22-20, are trailing by 2 with 41 seconds to go. So this is going to be an onside kick situation.
Maynard coach is down. He's signaling for his hands team. He knows the onside kick is coming. Mike, that had to be close. That had to be close.
Nice job, boys!
Big stop by Maynard.
Yeah, the difference is from 6 yards out, they actually have to honor,
41 seconds
more counter-type looks, and they can't, sell out on the pursuit. From 3 yards out, they're just going for that spot. And they got there just enough to stop that last effort by Austin, trying to break that goal line.
Yeah, he followed Luke Elliott right into that hole, and Luke looked like he had blocked all the way to the end zone. I was pretty sure he was going to get in there.
All right, so here we go. Special team unit trying to make a play here for Littleton. Maynard recovers, they'll just have to take 2 snaps, and that'll be the ball game. Maynard's going to take a timeout.
Timeout. Maynard.
Timeout, Maynard.
Well, this game has lived up to everything we thought it would be, Patrick.
It is down to the wire.
Both teams have had the lead at different points in the game. Both teams have had momentum at different points in the game.
I mean, if you think about it, the difference was whatever Austin didn't get in by down there. That's really the difference in this game. That, half a yard, quarter yard.
You also been some plays where the Littleton dive, trying to deflect the ball away on a pass completion, couldn't quite do it.
Right.
It's like we said, we think that even with a loss here, Littleton will get in the playoffs, assuming they beat Lunenburg next week. But it could very well mean that they get the 4th seed and come right back here in 2 weeks to play them again. It should be quite a rematch.
And if nothing else, if we don't get this ball back here, you've got to be impressed with the way that Littleton kept their cool on that last drive.
Yeah, 2 4th-down conversions, really good stuff. All right, here we go. Looks like Ty Price might kick this. No, maybe not. There it goes. Forward, takes the bound. Got touched. Nope. That's it.
Yeah, it didn't go 10 yards.
They didn't go 10 yards before it got touched by Littleton, so no execution there. Maynard will take over. All they got to do is take a couple snaps. Littleton Tigers are out of timeouts.
Recovered by number 11, Tommy Smith. 1st down, Maynard.
So congratulations to Maynard. They will lock up the number 1 seed. They will lock up the league title. But we may get a terrific rematch in a couple of weeks.
Taking a knee here.
Yeah. Clock running. I think they got to take one more snap. Is he jumping?
Yeah.
He's got his combat boots on, so I know it's harder with those, but I wouldn't actually call it a jump. But he's happy. He should be.
They're going to end it there, Mike, I think.
All right, so terrific game. Maynard 22, Littleton 20. A matchup of 2 Mid-Wash Central Mass power programs, and it did not disappoint. The outcome is disappointing, but the game itself a terrific, well-played ball game by both teams. And we will be back next week at home against Lunenburg. The Tigers need to win that game to secure a spot in the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens after that. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Mike Fontel with Pat Fredrickson and Mark Croy climbing down off the press box roof for a few minutes. And we'll see you next week in Littleton. Thank you, everyone.
Good night.